Well, we're visiting with grandchildren right now. You may even hear the noise of them playing in the background. Being with family is great, but what do you do when you can't be with your family? Well, technology can help, and that's what I want to discuss in the next few episodes. Stay tuned. So, our family's spread out all over the place. We have grandchildren that range from ages 12 to 3, and there's a slew of them in between. And the kids themselves live in different parts of the country and not places that we can drive to. So we've found it a real challenge to stay connected with them as they grow up and get older. So we've tried just talking on the phone, and we find out that that has very limited appeal with the kids. We tried sending cards and letters and gifts, and that all helps. But really, truly, the only thing that works, the only thing that is really what they're looking for and we're looking for, is being there. But we can't always be with them. It's just not possible. We can't be with all the families at one time, even if we were to travel and be on the road 24/7. So we have decided ourselves to be very intentional about using technology to fill the gaps. It's not perfect, it by any means. It's got extreme limitations. Of course, you can't hug a kid on a Zoom call, but it fills the gaps between the times when we're actually with them. So I've decided to bring a little mini series that will cover some of the topics, things that we've tried, and go into more detail on the next few episodes in each one of these topics. So the first thing that is probably the most obvious thing to do is, instead of just making a phone call, when you want to talk to your grandkids or see them in what they look like or have a little FaceTime, it has to do with using video calling. There's a host of video calling apps. Zoom, I already mentioned it, is probably the one thing that has taken the world by storm in the period of the pandemic, where people weren't able to be together and in person. But there are other apps. Skype has been around forever, and FaceTime is the Apple solution to video calling built into all of the Apple devices. So you can have face-to-face conversations with your grandchildren, and I'll talk to you about how to make that happen if you don't know how. Number 2 is virtual story time. You can connect with the kids on one of these Zoom-like calls and do a reading session with your kids. We have done this and have broken it up into different age categories. We've done it by family, and the use of video has been very effective to show what's happening on the book and the pictures, and they feel much more engaged and they really enjoy it. So you can also just take that approach by recording a reading of a book and then send the video to your grandkids. They'll watch it at their leisure, and sometimes they'll watch it multiple times over. Option number 3, or example number 3 that I'm giving, is to try some online games. This whole topic was suggested to be by my granddaughter, who we do Minecraft with, and not just her, but her other cousins who are in that same age category. And there are a lot of interactive games that you can do to show interest in what the kids are interested in. Puzzles, you can use platforms that cater to multi-generational play of all sorts, and these are some things we'll talk about too. And the fourth example is social media. Now, our family stays connected using our own WhatsApp group. WhatsApp is an application that you can download to your smartphone, and it's a texting app that works with groups. I can talk a lot more about that part of it, but this app doesn't include the grandkids themselves. They're not getting onto their cell phones yet, but the parents are really good about sending pictures and videos about what the kids are up to, what's going on in their family, how they're traveling around from place to place. And we sometimes will send recorded videos of what's designated to one of our grandchilds for a particular special event, or if they've done really well in a school or other activity. So these are some means to stay connected using social media. That doesn't mean you have to get onto Facebook or do other services like that, but that may be an option for your family. So we'll talk about these in the next few episodes, so stay tuned for that. Don't forget to like, subscribe, share with a friend that might get something out of this show. Thanks. Talk to you next time.